In an unprecedented move, Israel has publicly criticized the United States, calling recent plans to sanction its military unit, Netza Yehuda, complete madness. This open rebuke marks a significant shift in the historically strong alliance between the two nations, sparking a wave of speculation and concern. The root of this friction can be traced back to the US's decision to impose sanctions on Israel's military unit, Netza Yehuda. This move, perceived by Israel as a significant affront, has turned the spotlight onto the already strained relationship between the two countries. Israel's response has been swift and unequivocal. The country's leaders have not minced words, expressing their strong opposition to the US's decision. But what led the United States to take such a drastic step? The reasons are multi-layered, steeped in complex geopolitics and evolving national interests. Yet, the repercussions of this move are clear. It has heightened tensions, fostering an environment of mistrust and uncertainty. The reactions from both countries have been as diverse as they have been intense. While some quarters view this as a necessary step towards accountability and justice, others see it as an unwarranted intervention, a move that could potentially destabilize an already volatile region. What's more, the potential implications of this move on the already strained US-Israel relations are significant. This decision not only threatens to disrupt the delicate balance of power in the region, but also casts a long shadow on future collaborations between the two nations. The situation is further complicated by the broader geopolitical context. With ongoing conflicts in Gaza and the volatile nature of Middle Eastern politics, this recent clash between the US and Israel could have far-reaching consequences, affecting not just the two countries involved, but potentially reshaping the political landscape of the region. As the two allies lock horns over this issue, the world watches with bated breath, wondering what the future holds for US-Israel relations. The ripple effects of this conflict aren't confined to the borders of Israel and the US. They reach far and wide, impacting global politics and alliances. The Israel-US conflict is a significant event on the world stage. Both nations wield considerable influence, and any discord between them can cause tremors in the global political landscape. The primary concern here is the potential shift in alliances. Countries around the world, especially those with strong ties to either Israel or the US, may find themselves in a position of choosing sides or mediating a resolution. Historically, we've seen similar situations play out. During the Cold War, for instance, the ideological clash between the US and the Soviet Union led to a global realignment of alliances, birthing the bipolar world order. In more recent times, the US-China trade war has not only impacted global trade dynamics, but also led to strategic shifts in alliances and partnerships. In the current context, the Israel-US conflict could result in a similar domino effect. Countries in the Middle East, many of which have complex relationships with Israel, might face the pressure of taking a stand. Nations in Europe, with their own strong ties to the US and economic interests in the Middle East, may also find themselves in a challenging position. Moreover, it's not just about the immediate diplomatic fallout. The conflict could potentially influence other international issues such as trade agreements, security pacts, and energy policies. And let's not forget the role of global institutions like the United Nations, which might be called upon to intervene and mediate. However, it's important to remember that while history can guide us, it doesn't dictate the future. The global political landscape has evolved significantly, and today's conflicts play out in a far more interconnected and nuanced world. The actions and reactions of nations will be shaped not just by the Israel-US conflict but by a myriad of other factors, both domestic and international. In the complex web of global politics, the tussle between these two powerhouses may trigger a series of reactions, reshaping the political landscape as we know it. As the dust settles, one question lingers in everyone's minds. What's next for US-Israel relations? The recent events have ignited a spark of uncertainty, casting a shadow over this traditionally strong alliance. In the realm of possibilities, several scenarios stand out. The first is a diplomatic resolution. The United States and Israel have a long history of cooperation, and despite the current tensions, it is possible that the two nations could find common ground, perhaps through a compromise or a mutual agreement. This would likely involve intense negotiations, a mutual understanding of each other's perspectives, and possibly a re-evaluation of policies. However, the continuation of tensions is a plausible scenario as well. The recent actions have been a departure from the norm, and it's not unthinkable that this could be the start of a more strained relationship. This could manifest in various ways, including increased public disagreements, policy clashes, or even sanctions. Then there is the possibility of a significant shift in relations. Some experts suggest that the recent events could be a turning point, leading to a fundamental change in the dynamics of US-Israel relations. This could mean a realignment of allegiances, a reshuffling of partnerships, or even a change in the balance of power in the Middle East. In the midst of all these speculations, there are countless variables at play. The responses of other international actors, the evolution of the geopolitical landscape, and the domestic politics of both nations will undoubtedly influence the trajectory of US-Israel relations. Expert opinions and predictions about the situation are diverse. Some see it as a temporary hiccup in an otherwise stable relationship, while others view it as a sign of deeper systemic issues. Only time will reveal the true impact of these recent events. While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear. The decisions made in the coming days will be pivotal in shaping the future of US-Israel relations, with potential implications for global politics. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the recent events surrounding US-Israel relations. We've explored a spectrum of possibilities, from a diplomatic resolution to a significant shift in relations. As we've seen, the future is uncertain, and the decisions made in the coming days will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications. We hope this video has given you a better understanding of the complexities of international relations and the factors that influence them. If you found this content insightful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We continuously strive to unravel complex global events and bring you clear, concise, and comprehensive analyses. Your support helps us continue our mission of keeping you informed. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep seeking understanding in this ever-changing world.